Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Another quiet weekend here. At the moment, Solana might be working on a consolidation pattern here before one more low occurs. So that's pretty much still very consistent and in line with the previous updates, especially yesterday's, in which I gave you a resistance area, which has now been reached between $160.55 and $165. So we need to observe now this resistance area, because a break above it could indicate that we are already in the next wave to the upside, the C wave. Important is to, I think, recognize the overall pattern that we're dealing with here, in which we are probably dealing with this kind of a C wave to the upside of a larger B wave, which should still send us higher, possibly into the $200 region. It doesn't have to. I see it only as a corrective rally. In the yellow count, as explained in previous videos, we could have topped already on the 21st of May. That was around $189. In that case, the price should head down to around about $109 to $90 into this region down here. That is, however, not preferred until we get a break below $147.80. And I'm talking about a sustained break. At the moment, I'm rather focusing on the orange scenario, which should send us higher in a larger C wave within wave B. And that C wave could have formed a first wave 1 here on the 7th of May, then a wave 2 pullback, which bottomed here at around $137.50 on the 13th of May. This is at the same time, for the current orange count, the invalidation point. So any break below this level will clearly favor the yellow count, or make me favor the yellow count. Already a break below the upper support here, what I've labeled B wave support at 147, would start to shift probabilities more towards that yellow count. Until then, however, I'm giving the bulls here the the chance to prove that they have the possibility, the capabilities, the motivation to start the C wave in wave 3. Now we're dealing here with a diagonal pattern that's far too choppy for anything else. The idea was here, this was an A wave rally, then this is now a B wave pullback, which consists of an A, B, C structure itself. The market tried to break out here, rallied into my resistance area at the time, which I took off the chart now, don't need it anymore. And then from here, a C wave down started, which is a 5-wave decline. And landed obviously here in the support region, and we could now turn around in this region. So let's zoom in a bit. We rely at the moment, first of all, on resistance levels, FIB resistance, which are, I think, more reliable than the micro count at the moment. In the micro count, we are likely in a wave 4 with one more low to come, but I would rather use here the resistances as indications of when a low is in. So if we get a break above $165.12, that would be a first indication that indeed the overall pullback is over and we are starting the C wave to the upside. Better would be a clear 5-wave move up followed by a 3-wave move down. But especially around these low points when there are volatility events, sometimes we don't get the cleanest wave count on the smallest time frames. So therefore, I will always encourage people to use the Fibonacci levels as well, because they give us a lot of valuable information. So that means as long as we stay below resistance, one more low is preferred for the price to reach $150, maybe $147. Why the $100 level? That's the 100% extension of the A wave. The A wave decline that started on the 20th of May and bottomed here on the 26th of May, wave A, and we compare that with the length of the C wave, takes us to $150. That's just one key target. So that is definitely a level to watch if we form one more low. And then I would pay attention to a possible reversal in that region. And then we need to see the structure to determine, okay, what would be the nearest resistance. At the moment, it is at $165.12. A break above it should send us to the next high, the wave 2 high, which would then act as next resistance basically at $172.50. Only a break above it would further confirm then that we've indeed bottomed in all of wave B and that we have already started the journey higher towards $205 in wave C of 3. But all of this is not, very reliable. These are current structures. You can guarantee they will change because we're dealing with back-to-back corrective price action. Also, please be aware that this wave 4 could turn into a triangle, for example. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.